In Chapter 18, Problem P18-39, Best Furniture manufactures plastic lawn furniture in a continuous process. The company pours molten plastic into molds and then cools the plastic. Materials are added at the beginning of the process, and conversion is considered uniform through the period. Occasionally, the plastic does not completely fill a mold because of air pockets, and the chair is then considered a spoil. Normal spoilage is 4% of goods units that pass inspection. The following information pertains to March 2014. Requirements. Compute the normal and abnormal spoilage in units, assuming the inspection point is at A, the 15% stage of completion, B, the 40% stage of completion, and C, the 100% stage of completion. We are given the following data. Beginning inventory, 2,200 units, 100% completed for material, 20% complete for conversion cost. Units started, 1,800 units. Units in any work in process, 1,900 units, 100% complete for material, 70% complete for conversion cost. Best Furniture had 1,800 units spoil units in March 2014. The first step I did was I started off with the formula of total spoilage, which is equal to beginning inventory plus units started minus goods units completed and transferred plus any inventory. Well, we know that for total spoilage, there is a total of 1,800 units, and the beginning inventory is 2,200 units. Units started is 18,000. Now we're trying to solve for goods units completed and transferred. That is going to be our question mark or our X, and any inventory which is given of 1,900. What I did was I took the 1,800 and I plugged it into the goods units and completed transfer and added to the 1,900 in any inventory, which gave me a total of 3,700 units. And then for beginning inventory, I took 2,200 units plus units started of 18,000 units, which gave me a total of 20,200 units. And I subtracted from the 3,700 units, which gave me a total of 16,500 units, which is the good units completed and transferred. Or you can also do this formula to account for minus total spoilage minus ending inventory. To account for, I took 2,200, which was in my work in process in the beginning, plus my 18,000 units started, which gave me a total of 20,200 units to account for, minus my total spoilage of 1,800, minus my ending inventory of 1,900, which gave me a total of 16,500 for my goods units completed and transferred out. Or you can also do another way of doing this by simply just solving for X, and X would be your units, your good units completed and transferred, which gives you 16,500 units. So I enclosed the step-by-step of how to solve the goods units completed and transferred as if you're solving for X. Now, because we do know that goods units completed and transferred is 16,500, I took that number and I multiply it by the 4% because it tells us that normal spoilage is 4%. And when I do that, I get a total of 660 units for normal spoilage. Now, to find out my abnormal spoilage, I just basically took my spoil units of 1,800 and subtracted by my normal spoilage of 660 unit, which gave me a total of 1,140 units for abnormal spoilage. Once we're done with that, we will do the flow of production. I've already finished the flow of production. I'm going to review it with you and explain it step by step how I've arrived at my answer. Well, for the flow of production at the inspection point of 15% and the inspection point of 40% and inspection point of 100%. Well, we know that work in process beginning and started during March and to account for will be the same for all of the 3 inspection, because it tells us in the beginning that direct materials are added at the start of the production, whereas conversion costs are added evenly during the process. Now from there on, we know how we got the goods units completed and transferred, which was 16,500 units, and we just take that and plug it in straight across in the 3 inspection department. Now to find normal spoilage, I've indicated A here, and A is how I found out the normal spoilage for the 15% inspection by taking 18,000 units started minus 1,800 spoil units, which gave me a total of 16,200 units, and I times that by 4% of my normal spoilage, which gave me 648 units for my normal spoilage. Now to find out my inspection at 40% of my normal spoilage, which I indicated with a B, and for my B indicator, I took to account for 20,200 units minus my 1,800 spoil units, which gave me 18,400 units, and I multiplied that by my 4% normal spoilage, which gave me 736 units for the inspection at 40% for normal spoilage. Now to find out for my normal spoilage at the inspection point of 100%, I took my units, my goods units completed and transfer out inspected in the current period, which is 16,500 units, multiply that by 4% of normal spoilage, which is 660 units for normal spoilage at the 100% inspection. Now to find abnormal spoilage, I took 1,800 spoil units minus 648 units of spoil of normal spoilage, which gave me a total of 1,152 units for abnormal spoilage at the 15% level. To find the abnormal spoilage at the inspection point of 40%, I took 1,800 spoil units minus 736 units of normal spoilage, which gave me a total of 1,064 units of abnormal spoilage at the inspection point of 40%. To find out my abnormal spoilage at the 100% level inspection, I took 1,800 spoil units minus 660 units of normal spoilage, which gave me a total of 1,140 units for abnormal spoilage at the 100% level. Now work in process will be 1,900 straight across for all 3 inspection, and to find accounted for, I sum up goods units completed, transfer out, plus normal spoilage, plus abnormal spoilage, plus work and ending, and gave me a total of 20,200 units. So I would do that for all of the 3 departments. This wraps up the videos for chapter 18, problem 18-39.